me just comfort you. Yeah, yeah. All I wanna do is to comfort you.
Hey beauts, I hope you are all well. So I'm super glad to be back here with another tutorial. I just want to show you how I remove a wig and reinstall it. So using EA Hair's glue remover, I apply a reasonable amount across the hairline. It's very easy to apply. As you can see, it's got a nozzle. After applying a reasonable amount of drops, I massage it in and give it a moment and then pull it right off. So as you can see, I'm putting a few more drops onto the wipes and just wiping it across the cap. Once the product is dissolved into the cap, it makes it nice and easy to remove. After removing the cap, I just get some wipes with some rubbing alcohol and clean off the skin and then reapply a new cap. So beauts, this is Olivia and I am reapplying her wig back on for her. But before we got to this point, I had to wash her lace. So all the residue from the remover or the oil residue had to come off. So I shampooed it and cleaned off all the leftover from the glue. So moving on to applying the lace, we are using EA Smooth Stronghold glue. So before applying this glue, you want to make sure that her skin is completely clean. So I've used rubbing alcohol to completely wipe away all makeup residue or any oils. This will help the glue last longer and it will ultimately give you a stronger hold. So for best results, you want to use between 4 layers to 7 layers of this glue. So after applying the first layer, you want to wait for it to go clear, then apply the next layer, wait for it to go clear, and so on. And this is what you would do before sticking the wig down. As you can see, after applying the wig down, there might be areas that you may have missed. So it's as simple as going back with your glue and just covering those areas that you left out. You're getting straight tears across the border again. Sexy and text me and still got that okay. So moving on, you guys know we want to make this wig look on point. So you can see some blonde strands showing up. So we just got to fix that. All I do is get some semi-permanent dye, add it onto a brush and literally brush it through. So we've got this far already, so there's no need to rush this process. Just take your time and just make sure the wig is looking on point, okay? So just before we style this wig, we want to just wrap the hairline with a scarf or headband just to allow the frontal to set, and then we proceed to styling. As you can see, I'm just defining the middle part by setting it with a heat wand, and then I go in with my straighteners. As you can see, I use the comb and the straighteners to straighten the hair at the same time. This is so the heat can evenly distribute through each strand and make it as sleek as possible. Sexy and text me and still got that okay. I need it all again, need it all again. So you can't have a perfect slay without having some baby hairs. So this is going to be a braided hairstyle, so we definitely need some baby hairs. So what I'm doing is getting the small strands with my tail comb and I'm just whipping it forward and back just to create a very minimal yet cute laid look. You got me. So I basically just follow that through to the other side, do exactly the same thing, and then set it with my hot comb, finishing touches, and voila.
Used to be a player, but girl, that was back then. From the scale of 1 to 10, girl, I don't...
So how super cute was that hair straight? But now we're proceeding to doing the braids. So I start off with parting one side of the frontal vertically down the middle and braiding the front part first. So I braid it literally from the middle point all the way to the end of the strand. Next, I move on to the second part of that section and I braid it all the way to the end again. An important tip to note is that when you take out the sections for the braiding, you leave out enough hair to cover the tracks on the wig. So once I'm done with the braiding, we want to glam this up a little bit. So I just get one of our beaded clips and clip it just above her ears.
Love how your skin just smooth and cool.
Like, I mean, guys, how cute does that look? Once we're done with that side, we move on to the next side and obviously braid it all the way to the end, add our accessory and just pre how natural that lace frontal looks. Like lace wear. Lace wear.
Baby, me love you, me say you're pretty bad. Bamba big, me call you for me Nicki Minaj. Give you every
baby, no bother ask. Girl, I gone with me,
From the scale of 1 to 10, girl, I go give it 10.